Hi, I'm Jamie Pardue, and I used to be a teacher, but now I'm part of an organization called AAUW, and it's about fairness for girls and boys. So the story I'm going to read is called The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munsch, and with the artwork by Michael Marchenko. It's all about being fair and not judging people by how they look. Let's see what happens. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon came along, smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that wasn't burnt was a paper bag. So she put it on and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he'd left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door. She grabbed the knocker on the door and banged on it. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I'd love to eat a princess, but I've already had a whole castle today. I'm very busy. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught in it. Elizabeth banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait," shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and the fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. "Well, is it also true that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon, and he took a huge deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burned up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another deep breath with his fire. This time, no fire came out. He didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon, and he jumped up and he flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again." So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" And the dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and he said, "Elizabeth, you're a mess. You smell like ashes and your hair's all tangled and you're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you're dressed like a real princess." "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince. But you're a bum." And they didn't get married after all. always hoped he would say thank you first. That was the way the story ended, though. If you like this one, there's this one and many more at the Kona Stories in Keoho Shopping Center.